they are able to get stamps for the whole week, then they can choose some other kind of reward.
How do you deal with a student who's probably a little more intensive, might be probably needing a little more intensive support?
Yeah, so I have one or two students in my class who have what we call an individual behaviour plan, and that is where they've basically got a square piece of paper and they've got the days of the week on the left hand side: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 3 sessions for morning session, middle session of the day and afternoon session, and at the top they will put a goal that they choose for the week, usually 2 goals, and then in the morning if they achieve those 2 goals they'll get a stamp. In the middle of the day, if they achieve the 2 goals, they get a stamp. And at the end of the day, if they get 3 stamps, then they can choose a sticker. And if they are able to get stamps for the whole week, then they can choose some other kind of reward. But I do talk to them about it is kind of difficult for you to get all the stamps because the goals you have set are challenging for yourself. They are not goals that you can already do. They are it's something that you're working towards. But the stamps and them choosing the goal themselves, and them as well, you know, getting a sticker and then visualising that, because then they put their sticker on their goal chart, which every student in the class has a goal chart for like reading, writing, maths, but then they also would have their personal goals. So then they can show off their stickers on their goal chart, and it's kind of a visual reminder of them making achievements as well.
I think having that explicit element first for the students who are requiring a little more intensive support is spot on, because they can tangibly see what they're achieving. You've got the morning, you've got midday, and you've got the afternoon, and then they are accumulating very positive ideals and goals as they're going. And of course then you've got the entire class aspiring towards that as well, because you're setting up individual goals for them as well. I think that's awesome, spot on. So when we're thinking about modeling and perhaps even inspiring, encouraging good behavior, and we think about our classrooms as being spaces where students are learning skills, especially your little ones, learning those skills about how to then transfer that into society. You told me earlier you went on an excursion. Did you feel like they are transferring some of the skills from the classroom into the excursion?
I feel like some aspects, like they know that they need to stick together as a class, they know that they need to treat other people with respect. And even before we go on the excursion, we go over the kids, okay, what are our expectations for today? How should we treat other people because we're going to be in a public space? Small things like that. But other than that, the excursion was very exploratory. They get to, look at lots of different things in their own way, in their own time as well.